Welcome, football lovers! Breaking news. Real Madrid, together with the Spanish prosecutor's office, are ready to sue Barcelona. Things are taking a serious turn. Make yourself comfortable while we proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Paris Saint-Germain are interested in buying Stade de France for 600 million euros. The stadium will be handed over to a new owner in 2025. Robert Lewandowski has recovered from a hamstring injury, thus he was included in Barca's squad list for the clash against Athletic Bilbao. Erik ten Hag wants Manchester United to acquire Tottenham Hotspur star Harry Kane, Manchester Evening News claims. Man United have sold more than 2.3 million tickets for home games this season, setting an absolute record for the club. Joško Gvardiol wants to leave RB Leipzig this summer if he receives a lucrative offer from a Premier League team. Tottenham Hotspur, West Ham United, Everton, AC Milan and Fiorentina are all interested in the possibility of hiring Mauricio Sarri, who recently managed to turn down a salary worth 7 million euros per net season from an unnamed club in the United Arab Emirates. Bayern Munich have doubts about the necessity of bringing Spurs centre-forward Harry Kane to the Allianz Arena this summer. Naby Keita will leave Liverpool as a free agent, joining either Inter or AC Milan. The Regional Administrative Court of Naples has reversed its previous decision, allowing Eintracht Frankfurt fans to attend the Champions League tie against Napoli. Arsenal are keeping tabs on Bayer Leverkusen winger Moussa Diaby and Borussia Dortmund midfielder Julian Brandt. Yesterday's win over Espanyol marked Ancelotti's 100th La Liga victory in the Real Madrid dugout. It took Don Carlo 139 games to reach the milestone. Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea all intend to recruit Romeo Lavia from Southampton this summer. The Glazer family have extended the deadline for a Manchester United takeover to the summer, asking no less than £5 billion for the club. Newcastle United could try and give Bruno Guimaraes a pay rise, which will let him earn 6 to 7 million euros per year. Manchester City have offered Julian Alvarez a new contract valid until 2028 with a significant wage increase. Leandro Trossard has a very small chance to recover from a groin injury before the international break. AC Milan held a new round of talks with the entourage of Lyon midfielder Houssem Aouar. Crystal Palace are the first Premier League team in history to fail to have a single shot on target in 3 consecutive matches. Argentine Fernando Batista has been named the new head coach of Venezuela. Barcelona will not be able to buy Bernardo Silva due to his high price tag of 70 to 80 million euros, which the Catalan side simply cannot afford. Inter Milan are considering the option of appointing their former boss Antonio Conte. Chelsea are ready to reignite their interest in Newcastle United midfielder Bruno Guimaraes this summer. Roberto Firmino has offered himself to FC Barcelona through his agent, Sport S understands. Chelsea have reached a full agreement with Phoenix All-Stars regarding the move of 17-year-old star Dujuan Whisper-Richards. Senegal have defeated Gambia 2-0 in a thrilling final to be crowned champions of the 2023 U20 Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Egypt for the first time. Toni Kroos made his 400th appearance for Real Madrid in all competitions, becoming the 6th foreign player to reach that figure in the club's history. Osasuna is the only team among European Big Five leagues that has not yet conceded in the first half in 2023. Kai Havertz backed Chelsea's 2000th goal in Premier League history. During a press conference, Pep Guardiola shared his opinion on Erling Haaland. He has to score 5 goals every game, the Spanish manager joked. Atletico Madrid have expressed their interest in Abde El-Zoli if Barcelona decides not to keep him in the first team for the next season. Barcelona and Bayern Munich are going to battle for Borussia Mönchengladbach star Marcus Thuram this summer. Both Arsenal and Chelsea have been linked with the move for Brighton midfielder Alexis McAllister. Among other things, today we've seen many intriguing clashes taking place in Europe's big leagues. The latest results are in front of you. Moving on to a rewind of yesterday's fixtures. Liverpool shockingly lost 0-1 to Bournemouth with Salah missing a penalty chance. Chelsea beat Leicester 3-1 in an away game. Tottenham succeeded to deal with Nottingham Forest with the same score, but at home, thanks to a brace from Harry Kane. Erling Haaland's only goal from the spot kick brought Man City 3 points in the tough tie against Crystal Palace. Meanwhile, in Spain, Real Madrid crushed Mallorca 3-1. Vinicius, Militao and Asensio got the job done for Los Blancos. Next up comes the Bundesliga, where Bayern defeated Augsburg 5-3 in a roller coaster of a match. Pavard's brilliant brace deserves a separate mention. Leipzig toppled Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-0 at home, while the winner of the Ruhr derby between Dortmund and Schalke was not determined. A 2-2 draw gave both sides a point. In Italy, Napoli's march to the Scudetto continued with Atalanta becoming the next victim of a 2-0 score. Kvaratskhelia and Rahmani each landed an accurate shot, and Osimhen had one assist delivered. At last, we have Liga 1, where PSG extended their lead at the top of the Liga 1 table to 11 points after a 2-1 victory over Brest. Soler opened the scoreline for the capital club in the first half, then the Messi-Mbappe duo orchestrated the last gasp winner. Alright, back to the main news of the release. Kylian Mbappe is going to remain a key player for PSG next season. As for others, the future of Marco Verratti, Marquinhos, Nuno Mendes, Gianluigi Donnarumma, and Achraf Hakimi is practically not in doubt. Danilo Pereira is also expected to stick with the roster for quite a while. The ones who joined PSG in the current campaign, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, Renato Sanchez, Nordi Mukiele, and Ugo Ekitike, are also likely to continue playing for the Red and Blues. Moreover, Milan Skriniar will be joining them soon. Still, no certainty is reached with Lionel Messi's renewal, although the Parisians are keen on continuing their work with the Argentine. The decision on the future of Sergio Ramos at the club will be made at the end of the season. Christoph Galtier is pleased with the Spanish defender's overall form. As for Neymar, the Brazilian forward wishes to stay in the club, but the PSG board don't mind his departure, ready to pay him the rest of his salary for terminating the contract. Real Madrid could join the lawsuit against Barcelona. We would like to recall that yesterday, the prosecutor's office of Barcelona filed a lawsuit against the club and its former presidents Josep Bartomeu and Sandro Rosell in a case of possible corruption in payments to the former vice president of technical refereeing committee José María Enríquez Negreira. Real Madrid official Florentino Perez has called for an urgent meeting with the club's board of directors in connection with this case. Real Madrid plans to join the lawsuit of the prosecutor's office as a private prosecutor. This decision is to be approved by the board of directors on Sunday and enforced after it has been reviewed by Real Madrid's legal department. Some PSG players are not respecting the team's head coach Christoph Galtier, journalist Romain Molina reports. They also nicknamed him PE teacher. At halftime of the latest Coupe de France game against Marseille, which the team eventually lost, the coach's team talk was as follows. "Okay guys, stay calm. We are better than them. Let's find Ney, let's find Leo, stay compact in midfield," the source reveals. Karim Benzema has sharply responded to Didier Deschamps' explanations of his withdrawal from the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. As a reminder, France head coach said that the Real Madrid striker was forced to leave the squad on the eve of the tournament due to an injury, as he would not be able to return to training before December 10th. But what audacity! Benzema wrote in his Instagram story posting a screenshot of Deschamps' interview. In his stories, posted a video with an individual who repeats the word liar many times, saying Didier. Benzema wrote at the video. As you know, the agreement between the 35-year-old Lionel Messi and PSG is due to expire at the end of the current season, so the time has come for the footballer to decide on his own future again. Despite various reports about La Pulga's desire to continue performing in Europe, lucrative offer from Inter Miami is still on the table. Lionel's agents received an obscenely large bid from MLS representatives, and amid that info, PSG became more active regarding the ongoing contract renewal with one of their main stars. Therefore, the French side is willing to provide the Argentine a one-year agreement with a possible extension for another season. Kylian Mbappe's representatives have reportedly contacted Real Madrid last summer. At the end of last summer, people from the forward circle were contacted by the Merengue's representatives. The player totally regretted the decision to extend the contract with PSG and explained why he rejected Real Madrid's offer in May. The Frenchman expressed his desire to join Los Blancos and asked whether they still want to have him in the squad. Real Madrid did not show excessive interest, though the transfer's possibility was not excluded either. However, Kylian was later informed about the following. In order for the deal to be completed, it has to be approached in a different way. Thus, Mbappe will have to do much more on his part and lower his demands, especially financial ones. Folks, we have launched a channel with a 10-minute recaps of movie and series. It's a very convenient format to say the least. Here's a recap of a movie about 5 elite killers who found themselves on the same train with a common mission. If you really are into movies, then you should definitely check it out. Click on the link and give it a try. Thank you all, and see you in a bit.